Welcome back to part 2 of Halloween Science with Dr. CK. In this week's episode, we are going to make bubbling cauldrons, Halloween slime, and oobleck. We have two other wonderful guests join us. So we want you guys to do, we did this earlier, tell us your name, how old you are, and what you like about science. So go ahead and share it with us.
My name is Archie, I'm 9 years old, and I like experiments.
Yep.
My name is Dylan, I'm 8 years old, I'm in 3rd grade, and I like science experiments and video games.
The first experiment that we're going to do for this week's episode is a Halloween fizzing cauldron. Is go ahead and open up your baking soda. You're going to open up your baking soda and you're going to dump it into the middle of that cauldron in your eye there. The next thing that you want to do, bit of the dish soap. All right, when I say just a little bit, you're just going to look at how I'm squirting this, guys. So you're just going to put 1, 2, all right, 3 little squirts. The thing that you're going to want to do when we hand you guys the vinegar, okay, you're going to want to pour just a little bit of it in at first. Wow.
It's bubbling like a sundae.
Okay, yeah, it's starting to bubble a little bit. So just pour a little bit of it in.
You do it.
Then you can take your eyeballs and just drop your eyeballs
Carefully, don't.
in that solution there. Okay? And then when you're going ahead and pouring the rest of it in, and you will see as we're pouring it in,
It's a volcano!
you have a bubbling cauldron.
Very cool.
Okay?
Can you do it?
Okay.
So we're going to have you guys eat your acid.
I'm gonna go jump on. Can I jump ours? Now do we pour our eyeballs? Now it's time to pour it all.
Yeah, go ahead and put your eyeballs in.
Look at mine. I
There you
finished.
go.
Yeah, you can go. You have your acid. There you go. Pour a little bit of that in there for you.
Now drop your eyeballs in there. Are you ready? Pour a little bit in there for you.
I finished.
Drop your eyeballs.
Your eyeballs.
And there you go.
Very cool. Try it.
You got lots of soap there in here.
Here
is the recipe again for you to make your own Halloween bubbling cauldron. The next Halloween experiment that we made was Halloween slime. Arjun, would you do me an honor and see if you can read me what the ingredients are for the Halloween slime here?
We need 1/2 a cup of clear glue, 1/4 a cup of Sta-Flo liquid starch glitter, glow in the dark powder, beads, and food coloring.
Okay, so, and essentially what I did was, there are lots of different recipes for slime. And I've tried lots of them and bought, different kits. And this recipe that I'm sharing with you guys today is one that I found that's the easiest to do. And you can get these ingredients. I ordered the stuff for me in bulk from Amazon, but you can go to the grocery store, you can go to Target, Walmart, all right, you can find these ingredients anywhere. So the first thing, and I'm going to again demonstrate this for you guys first, and then have you guys all do it, okay? First thing that it says on here, all right, so you're right next to me here. Why don't you read step 1 on here? What does it say to do? Okay, because there's a trick to getting your slime to work really nicely for you, okay? So I measured out the glue for you guys, all right, and a good amount of glue. So when you get it and when I'm done, then you guys are going to pour your glue into the bowl, and you can take your spoon and go in there and kind of like give it off, right? And then we'll set the glue aside, all right? And then what I already did, and we did this ahead of time, if you guys want, you could put food coloring in here to make it a color, or if you use a clear glue, you can leave it clear. If you want, when we start getting ready for you guys to do yours, if you guys decide and change your mind and you want to add a little bit of food coloring, I'll come around and add some food coloring to your glue also. You can use the foam beads. I put foam beads in mine. Some of you guys have glitter in yours. And some of you guys will also put some glow-in-the-dark powder in there. When you use the glow-in-the-dark powder, you don't need very much of it, all right? But whatever you use for your ingredients that you want to kind of spice it up and make it a little bit extra special, you want to mix that in with your glue really well, okay? So get that mixed in really good. All right, then what does the next step say?
The next step is number 2. It says you could add an extra ingredient, which is glitter.
Right, the glitter or the glow-in-the-dark powder or foam beads or food coloring. Okay, so any of your extra ingredients, that's what you do it. I put it in your bowls after, before, so it'll make it a little easier.
And mix slowly, add the Sta-Flo, and keep mixing until it's blended well.
All right, so yeah, Sta-Flo, 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 whatever you want to call it. Tomato, potato. All right, so in the other container that you guys have already measured out for you is the Sta-Flo. Now this is liquid starch, and who can tell me maybe what they know with the liquid? I mean, right here all we have is just glue. So can anybody tell me why they think we add the starch to it? Alex. So essentially, the glue itself, slime is a polymer, all right? And what a polymer is just a long chain of atoms together, okay? So the chain just keeps going and going and going. And when we add the starch to it, it activates it and it just makes it longer, okay? And then it also makes it a little bit hard and sticky, but we don't want to have it too sticky because we want to be actually able to play with it, all right? So now the key with adding this in, and you guys need to pay attention and watch this really carefully, okay? You're gonna add this in, and what you want to be doing, you want to mix, and you want to just pour a little bit in, and you want to mix. And as you're mixing, I'll go ahead and pick this up a little bit. As you're mixing, you can see that it's starting to get a consistency of slime, okay? But, the reason why we're gonna have to add more of that starch to it is to get those chains longer, okay? So we keep mixing, and we add in more of that, and you see as I mix. Okay, yeah, it's starting now. We're starting to get the slime. What does that last thing say on there?
And the last one is stretch your slime.
Yeah, stretch your slime and have fun. All right, so you should have enough in all of your measuring cups, all right, or the cups that have been measured out for you, enough so that you will have slime that will not be too sticky, it won't be too hard, so you can still stretch it, all right? So let's finish getting mine here.
What exactly are you doing now?
All right, you guys see this?
Oh, you love
James, are you getting this? All right, and then I have containers for you guys to put it in afterwards, okay?
Ooh, look at it. Nasty. Mine's starting to get heavy. Whoa, his goes up. Look it.
The next experiment that we did was make some Halloween oobleck.
The oobleck is probably the easiest out of all the experiments we've done today to do. Really 2 ingredients. And so the first thing that you need to do is add cornstarch. We're going to just empty out the entire container of cornstarch in there. For your water, any color that you want. I just decided to use orange as, again, in going with our Halloween theme. And what you're gonna wanna do, you're gonna wanna take that water and you're gonna wanna pour it kind of around into the cornstarch, all right? And you wanna kind of get it in there as best you can. Now the consistency when you're doing this that you're going to want to have is a 2 to 1. And so what I recommend, you want to get your hands in there and get dirty with it?
Okay.
All right, so just take your hand. All right, Hayden is going to show us. You're going to take her hand and we're just going to try and just kind of mix that up now, nice and gently. Nice and gently. We're going to mix it up together. Basically what you're doing, all you're doing is making sure that you get all of that cornstarch wet in that water, okay?
It's smelling like cake.
And if we have too much cornstarch, then all we're gonna do is add some more water to it. So if it's too hard, that means you just need to add a little bit of water. If it's too soupy, that means you need a little more cornstarch. Now in looking at this one here, it is a little bit too soupy. Okay, so sometimes you have a little bit too much, so you need to add, this is much better. Okay, so now, this is what Oobleck should actually look like and feel like. So the Oobleck, you should be able to, if you're handling it, put it into a ball, all right? And then if you look, as I stop messing with it, what happens to this? Oobleck is what we call a
Non-newtonian?
Oh, okay. Go ahead and tell us, James.
I don't know. That's the word. That's the word, but I don't know.
Okay, it's a non-newtonian.
Oh wait, I know. It's neither a liquid or a solid.
There we go. It's neither a liquid nor a solid, so it has properties from both phases. Okay. Again, I'll do another. Whoops. Yeah, this one gets messy too. Another little ball. And again, it seems like it's a solid, and then it goes and it starts turning back into a liquid. All right, so I'm gonna have you guys go ahead and do your cornstarch first.
Here are all the recipes for all the experiments that we did in last week's episode and this week's episode of Halloween Science with Dr. CK. I hope that you have enjoyed it as much as I have, and I'm so grateful to all my special guests and especially their parents for allowing them to participate and have fun with me as we did lots of science experiments. Stay tuned and feel free to subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to click the notifications button so you know when I release new episodes. Thank you so much.